Hey everybody, First Dream Builder here. And let's be honest, we've all been there. You hear about some big hack, some massive data breach, and you think, how could that happen? Don't these companies have like super sophisticated security systems? It's a totally reasonable question, but as with most things, it's complicated. Welcome to today's video, where we dive into the reasons why hackers are often successful in breaching even the most complex systems. We're going to pull back the curtain, look at the methods hackers use, and most importantly, talk about what we can do to protect ourselves. Because let's face it, in the digital age, knowledge really is power. So let's talk about the human element. Because as much as we love technology, it's often our own mistakes that leave the door open for hackers. One of the most common tactics is phishing. You know, those emails or messages that look official, maybe pretending to be from your bank or a social media platform, but they're actually designed to trick you into giving up your personal information. And it's not just phishing. Weak passwords like password 123 or your pet's name are basically an open invitation for hackers. And then there's social engineering, where hackers manipulate people into giving them access to systems or data. Think about it. If someone calls you pretending to be from IT and needs your password to fix a problem, would you give it to them? It's scarily easy to fall for these tricks, which is why hackers love exploiting human error. Okay, so we've talked about human error, but the truth is, even the most secure systems can be vulnerable. Why? Because complexity, while often necessary, can also be a hacker's best friend. Think of it like this. Every piece of software, every line of code, every connected device, it all adds another potential entry point for a hacker. And the more complex a system gets, the harder it becomes to secure every single nook and cranny. Legacy software, you know, those outdated programs that companies still rely on, are a prime example. They often have known vulnerabilities that hackers can exploit. And then there are those unforeseen edge cases, those weird quirks in the system that nobody thought of during development, but that a hacker can use to their advantage. It's like trying to find a single loose thread in a giant tapestry. The more intricate the tapestry, the harder it is to spot the flaw. Now let's not forget that hackers are constantly upping their game, developing new and sophisticated techniques to infiltrate systems. We're talking about automated scanning tools that can probe for vulnerabilities at lightning speed, zero-day exploits that target flaws that haven't even been discovered yet, and obfuscation techniques that make malicious code look harmless. It's like an arms race, with hackers constantly searching for new ways to bypass security measures. And while this might sound intimidating, it's important to remember that knowledge is power. The more we understand the techniques hackers use, the better equipped we are to defend against them. Chapter 4. Persistent and Patient Approach. Here's the thing about hackers. They're not always in a hurry. In fact, many of them are incredibly patient and persistent, willing to spend weeks, months, or even years infiltrating a system. They'll start with reconnaissance, gathering information about their target, like poking around for vulnerabilities or studying employee routines. Then they might use a technique called lateral movement, where they gain access to one part of a system and then slowly, carefully, work their way to more sensitive data. It's like a game of chess, with hackers strategically planning their moves and exploiting any weakness they can find. Chapter 5. Security is an ongoing process. So, given all of this, how do we even begin to protect ourselves? Well, the first thing to remember is that security is not a one-time thing, it's an ongoing process. It's like brushing your teeth. You wouldn't just do it once and expect to have perfect dental hygiene for the rest of your life. The same goes for cybersecurity. We need to be proactive, not reactive. That means keeping our software up to date with the latest security patches, because those patches often fix the very vulnerabilities that hackers exploit. It also means continuous monitoring of systems for any suspicious activity, and having a solid incident response plan in place in case a breach does occur. It's about staying vigilant, staying informed, and staying one step ahead. Chapter 6. Insider Threats. And finally, let's talk about insider threats. Because sometimes, the biggest security risk comes from within an organization. A disgruntled employee, a careless contractor, someone with access to sensitive information who makes a mistake, or worse, intentionally compromises security. Hackers know this, and they often target insiders, either by recruiting them or by stealing their credentials. It's a reminder that security isn't just about technology, it's about people too. It's about creating a culture of security awareness, where everyone understands the importance of protecting sensitive information and following best practices. Outro, stay safe out there. So, that was a lot of information, but hopefully it's given you a better understanding of why hackers are often successful and, more importantly, what we can do to protect ourselves. Because here's the thing, while the threat is real, it's not insurmountable. By being aware of the risks, by taking steps to secure our systems and ourselves, we can make it much harder for hackers to succeed. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into cybersecurity and how to protect yourself from potential threats. And remember, in the world of cybersecurity, knowledge is power. Stay curious, stay informed, and stay safe out there. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful and want to keep building secure, smart, and scalable software, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Got questions or want a deep dive into a specific security topic? Drop a comment below, I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, code safe, test smart, and stay secure.